Welcome back, everybody. This is another Stormgate cast, and I'm Algorithmore, and this is Smile. And once again, thank you, Smile, for having those public replays so I can steal all these games from you. And also, thanks for streaming and being a member of our community, as always. And once again, this is going to be a game between Smile and our newest superstar, Dale Cooper. Stay put, Dale. Dale, problematic bro. Okay, I found him. Boom. Dale Cooper. Flying that arc ship all around to make it hard for me to introduce him. But displaying an interesting and unique style. And I have a hypothesis that I want to share, which is I think Dale is new to our community. I think that Dale is probably a StarCraft player. Maybe even a grandmaster or pro player. I'm not sure who. I've heard rumors. Maybe I won't say a name because rumors are rumors. But I think that Dale has come in fresh to the game and maybe is not 100% familiar with the meta. The way that he uses seraphims makes me think that he is at least somewhat familiar with the meta. But the way that he uses Argents seems very much off of the common wisdom of Celestial players right now, which is most of them say Argents are just bad. And we're seeing Vectors and Sabers and, of course, a lot of Seraphim, Archangels, just different compositions, but not the ball of Argents that we've been seeing from Dale. And I wonder if Dale's fresh ideas, fresh mind, maybe has helped him set on a new meta, maybe. And of course, this meta is about to be blown out of the water since pretty much no Celestials are playing right now. And we've got a patch due in less than a week from when I'm recording this. Meaning, even if you learn something here from Dale, who knows what Celestial is going to look like in a few days. But for now, maybe if you are on the ladder, maybe you are a Celestial player and you do want something, maybe try and get something here from Dale. And one thing that I think is interesting so far, again, is the way... Oh, this is curious. Got a strike note. I don't think we've seen that earlier. Oh, Hornet's out. Did he scan and see Hornet? I'm over here yimmering and yammering. Ouch! That's what that's for, and that's a surge strike note, so that is... That was says there? Yeah, so 25% bonus attack speed. Very cool. So we're now... 2 Hornets here. It's definitely a different style from Smile today, and I think this is actually working out. Now, I'm trying to see, is there a Legion Hall? There is no Legion Hall. So Dale has changed it up here. And maybe... Ooh, okay. I think there's probably meta going on here. These two have played before. I've skipped a few of their games. Tried to pick ones that look like they're good matches. And I have a feeling this is Smile adjusting his build to the Seraphims that Dale has been punishing him with so far. To say, let me open Hornets then. Hornets are like the Vanguard equivalent of the Seraphim. They're going to come in, they're going to smoke your prisms, which are your workers, and then they're also, this is the brilliant part for Smile, a direct counter to the Seraphim. So if you show up with Seraphims, my Hornets are going to punish you. But they aren't great against Argents. They don't suck against Argents, but they're not the immediate counter like they would be. Now the Lancers on the low ground do help here. Ooh, and it's a Repair-O-Matic to keep the Hornets up. And the Argents are pulling back. So this is a hold, even though there wasn't a lot of fighting there. The Repair-O-Matic up is enough to really be a threat here. That means the Hornets can micro back and forth and stay infinitely alive, potentially. Buzzsaw turret is also effective here. Just as, you know, extra DPS and AoE against this Argent Ball. And the Argent Ball is getting pretty big. So the thing that I'm interested in now is, what is Dale's plan? Dale's obviously a skilled player, is not likely just going to fold because his original plan fails. So what is the backup? Oh, we got a Vulcan out for Smile. That Repair-O-Matic goes down very quickly. Argents are trying to get some more damage. Ooh, another Lancer goes down. Just trying to get any damage they can. Get another Servo. I would have went for that Habitat too, but maybe they're a bit worried and they run away. Take the damage they got. Retreat back to the Vision Camp. Cabal's showing up as well. What do we got here? That looks like photoreceptors. Photocapacitors. That's different than receptors. Photoreceptors are what you got in like your eyeballs, I think. Photocapacitors are what you put in your Argent guns to hold extra energy. But I don't see the Argent, or sorry, the Cabal research yet, and I still don't think they have tooltips for casters. So even if they do have their adept training, the way we might see it is if we see a gravity flux. Of course, Mind Shackle is not usually used. It's been used a few times in games I've cast, and when it has, I have been so joyous. I love that skill. I actually love the Cabals. They're one of my favorite Celestial units. Probably my favorite Celestial unit. Hornets over here taking out the camp. Smile's original Hornet opening he hasn't done much with it after the initial harass. I think he could have been a little more active with them on the map, but maybe a little worried about the Argents catching up to him. The thing is, if you have the Argents chasing you around, that's actually kind of good. That's what we saw Dale doing with his Seraphims in some of the earlier matches. Is he forces the units to follow him around, then he knows where the units are. If I know where your units are, then I can march the rest of my army, even if it's not very powerful, around and take camps and protect my thirds and other things. Now, Smile is staying on Hornets for now, which I kind of like. While, ooh, Hedgehogs and Vulcans back here. But Dale's trying to make something happen. Sends the Kree in so they can get all these servo kills. See the Hornets out there doing business and just roll on through. Feel like he's... No, I thought he was going to go check for another base. A lot of Cabals. And again, look at the patience of Dale is just... I'm just going to sit back, and if you're not going to attack me, I'll just creep, get camps, and build an army of, you know... Nice. This is a nice composition. 3 frontliners, like tier 1 frontliners and range units. All 3 factions have them, and they make a good bulk of your army for all 3 factions. And then the casters, in this case, the Cabals. And I still don't see training for the Cabals going down. Maybe it happened, but maybe the Cabals are just there for debilitate. Hornets back on their harass. Sovereign's Watch called. Promote goes down. They get a strike node and they're forced to retreat from double Sovereign's Watch. Oh, Dale. Dale, my man. I like this split. Split again for me, Dale. Split again. He needs another force down here. Most units chase around the area, or most players chase around like 5-year-olds playing soccer chasing the soccer ball. But Dale split his units up to try and put them into different forces to cover different areas, which I really liked. It didn't really work out because the way the maps are built right now, every map has this ring of air invisible space on the outside, which I kind of hate. Air shouldn't have free passage into your base like that. Not on every map. I'm not saying every map should not have an air passage like that, but right now I think every map in the pool has that, which means it's really hard to get air units on the edge. But look how many Kree we got from Dale. And he did chase those Hornets around and maybe got one or two, but is now looking like he's just going to say, fine, I'm maxed. Okay, it's the 11-minute max. Talk to a rail. He knows how to do that. He knows how to max up fast. Maybe a rail knows this build already. But I have a feeling that this army... No, I was like, it's going to roll into the base. No. Dale is following the lesson of just don't attack. Even though he's maxed. Now this is the interesting part. He's maxed. What's he going to spend his monies on if you're max? Apparently a lot of creation chambers. And more bases. I really do like this. I'm not going to attack. I'm just... Ooh, nice debilitates. That's where some gravity fluxes would have been really nice. Oh, is that what this one is? That looks like a gravity fluxy kind of thing. Let's check it. Master training. Oh, that's the Mind Shackle, of course. It's the Puppet Master. Oh, so we are seeing gravity fluxes going down. Lifting up Vulcans instead of pulling down the Hornets. Lots of Vulcans here for the defense. But really nice positioning. Moving in the Argents in the front to focus fire down. Gravity fluxing up the Vulcans to limit their DPS. While the other Argents tear through the rest of the army. Lots of low origins here. The Vulcans could get a lot of kills. But unfortunately, Cabal still have energy. And the gravity flux is going off. GG. Calls smile.